about a pastor um, from the NAACP who lied about police mistreatment. It turns out that a pastor, reverend by the last name of Goddard, he basically went in some kind of a press conference saying that he was mistreated, that he was treated that the cop mistreated him and made racial statements about him and a whole slew of lies. And then it turns out that now the footage of the police officer, you could clearly see how respectful the police officer was to this pastor, and how basically this pastor is simply doing what all these libtards do, is play that race card. The episode, the footage of the video, which I'm referring to, is in the description right underneath where it says episode 79. You could click on that and it'll redirect you to the footage of the pastor, and of the incident that happened. I just want to point out the fact that in this video, you see this pastor is driving a Hummer. All right. Now, there's really nothing wrong with a person having a Hummer, but I think that, as a Christian, I need to point out the fact that this pastor is driving around in a Hummer, because, it's interesting how these are the type of people that are on the pulpit preaching. And apparently, if you have a Hummer, it means that you're not doing too bad financially, which means he probably has a nice sized congregation, paying tithes and paying offerings in order for him to have that Hummer. And this pastor blatantly lies on a fellow police officer, talking about race, talking about that he was mistreated, when it was all a lie. So people need to open their eyes as to who they trust, because just because a person has the title pastor does not mean they're a good person. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these pastors are there just because of the money, And, I've always said, salvation comes from the word of God, not from the integrity of the person who preaches it. But, so regardless of how much of a turd this pastor is, the reality is that if he's preaching the word of God, and if he's preaching the truth is the truth, regardless of who preaches it. But, we need to keep our eyes open, because people like this pastor, they go out there and they blatantly lie about police officers and lie about race and lie. You know what I'm saying? If you're a man of God, you shouldn't be out there, making lies just to fit your agenda. You know what I'm saying? So, people need to be wary about that, but wary of that. But like I said, the video is on there. I posted it on there under the description, so you guys can see basically the whole interaction. It was a speeding ticket. You can hear clearly when the pastor said, "Yeah, I apologize. It's my fault. I'm guilty." He was going 58 in a 45 mile an hour zone. You know what I'm saying? And the cop, it was a white cop. He was respectful. He did his job. He went. Okay, Sandy Ortega said it is all garbled. Ah, man, this is Facebook doing this to me again. I apologize, Sandy. I apologize. What is garbled, the video or the audio? I'm gonna wait a couple of seconds to see if Sandy answers. I apologize, guys. This is a Facebook situation. They're always doing this to me. So. But anyway, guys, well, since I'm judging by what Sandy said, my video seems to be garbled. I apologize for that. You guys know that Mark Zuckerberg is actively messing up my live feeds and people who have conservative voices. So, but thank you for taking the time to check this video out. So